Hey, what is up, everyone? Chris, the Thrift Shop Hustler, and we have another eBay video for today. I actually got a really special video for today. We're going to actually talk about promoted listings. I know promoted listings is a very hot button subject for a lot of eBay sellers. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of shade being thrown on promoted listings. Trust me, I was one of them. I shut down my promoted listings about a year ago, or I don't know, 8 months ago or something like that, when I was seeing that it wasn't really doing much. So I totally shut the whole thing off. There was a whole thing going around on YouTube, people saying that promoted listings is junk. So recently, let's actually step back a little bit. Promoted listings, for those that don't know, is basically like a way to advertise your listings to bump them up in search. So you pay a percentage, whether it be 1%, 10%, 20%, and it'll actually move your listings up in the rankings. And I actually will show you guys real quick. Let's say we're looking for skateboards, right? We're looking for skateboards, and you'll see that if we scroll down here, you'll see the sponsored logo right here. And I don't know if I can actually, yep, I can highlight it. You see the word sponsored, and let's see if we can actually zoom in here. You'll see sponsored right there, and that is usually, whoa, okay. As we can see, it'll say sponsored. That is a promoted listing. It bumps your items up on the ranking. So a lot of eBayers, they don't like it because it's basically almost like another tax. If something's going to sell, it's going to sell. So a lot of people got away from that, including myself. But I will say, I was watching this YouTuber, Crazy, I think it's Crazy New York Driver. I think it's actually something else. Is this what this guy's name is? I thought it was something else. The Mandela effect's already taken place here. I thought this guy had another name. I guess it is Crazy New York Driver. I thought it was actually spelled differently, but I'll leave a link to this guy's channel below. If you're not subscribed to this guy, definitely go and subscribe to him. I was watching one of his vlogs. He does like these pretty long vlogs about different things about eBay. That's why I'm saying you should probably watch this guy if you've never heard of him. Huge shout out to this guy. And he was saying that he sets all his auctions to 1%. And I thought, like, why would you do that? But it makes sense, because even if you put your auctions at 1% for promoted listings, it'll always bump them up in the search rank. So it's basically like paying a penny on the dollar to bump your stuff up into the rankings. So I said, okay, let me do an experiment. I'm going to run a month experiment from February 8th to March 8th of this year, and set all my stuff at 1% and see how many impressions and how many actual sales I'm going to get through this program. And actually, I was pretty shocked. It wasn't a dramatic increase in sales, but for the penny that I spent per dollar, I'm going to show you guys right now. So let's get into the nuts and bolts of the data. So I marked all my listings. I have under 200 listings on my personal eBay page. And as you can see here, that flat line right here from January, that's when I had no impressions. And as you can see here on February 8th, where I started this program of putting all my listings at 1%, you could see the impressions dramatically changed. I have 190 impressions for the whole year. So now that you see the flat line, we're going to actually go to custom, and we're going to set this to the test date that I did of February 8th through March 8th, which was 1 month. We're going to apply that here. 140,000 impressions. Now, here's the thing. Impressions that's not an important metric, and I'll tell you why. You want people to buy your stuff. You don't want people to look at your stuff. Now, there's a lot of people that say Cassini looks down upon auctions that have lots of views but no sales. I don't know any of that, but I will tell you that impressions aren't super, super important. They're key, but they're not important. The main thing you want is clicks and sales. Now, as we can see here, 354 clicks. Now that's clicks onto my auctions that are promoted from the top. So another thing too, let me back it up a little bit, is when I say that an auction bumps up to sponsored, it bumps it up in the listing. That means that there's two listings. There's your original one that's buried somewhere, and there's a sponsored one which gets brought up, and I'm going to show you that right now. Let's see here. We're going to reset that. Hopefully that works real quick. So if I go to Steam Monsters, which is something that no one else is selling but me, and I'll show you what it looks like. As we could see here, let's see one of the sponsored ones. So you can actually see the sponsored listing and the original listing above it. So that's what I'm saying is what happens is when you do this listing, it actually creates two listings. They're the same listing. It just it basically splits them up, and one is basically like an ad, and another one's your original. So this top one is the original, and this one is the sponsored one, which should be above this one. But this is just an example for sure. So what I'll say is there was 354 clicks, 10 items sold. Okay, not a big deal for some of you guys that are selling hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stuff. I'm just saying this is a micro experiment that I did, and so I'm basically just sharing my data. I spent $1.81 in fees, and I have $180 in sales. That is amazing. So I will always set my listings at 1%. I challenge you, if you're watching this video, to try this out. Try it for a month, put all your listings at 1%. It's not that much. And then look at the data in a month later and let me know, or let yourself know pretty much, if this is something for you. So huge shout out to Crazy New York Driver. This is an awesome way to increase sales. It's not that much money. It's kind of like a way to hack the promoted listings kind of algorithm a little bit. You know, it basically splits up your auctions into two different things that people can view. I definitely highly suggest doing this in something that's like a high demand niche, like clothing or shoes or something like this. This actually will help you. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you done this before? Or have you not? Are you going to try it? And let me know what you think, and we will see you next time. If you did like this button, if you did like this video, definitely click the like button. We'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe.
What you know about rocking the wolf on your noggin? What you knowin' about wearing a bird box skin? I'm digging, I'm searching right through that luggage. One man's trash, that's another man's. Your granddad, we're donating that rap. Now I'm up in her. I'm in the you can find me in the. I'm not searching in the section.